Moloch. This is a fusion of Dutch and English horror out of the Netherlands, streaming on Shudder. Seriously, these international films are all showing up on there for some reason, not that I'm complaining. Moloch tells the story of Betriech, a single mother living on the edge of a peat bog trying to care for her young daughter and aging mother and grandfather. When a strange body is found by archaeologists, a random stranger attacks her family. As Betriech tries to investigate into why it occurred, she starts to believe that something else is starting to hunt her, something more dangerous. I quite like this one. It's actually a bit reminiscent of Satan's Slaves, if you haven't seen that one, an Indonesian film, reminding me a lot about that movie, which is good. This film has some great tension building as it goes, and sets up a fun, albeit somewhat predictable mystery. That, of course, doesn't mean it isn't fun, it's just easy to guess. There's still quite a bit of frightening scenes and some very fun sequences evocative of some good folk horror without relying on cheap jump scares. It's a pretty solid entry that I could describe as half a ghost story and half folk horror. I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't say it's a terribly smart film, though. There's no deeper messages like, say, Hereditary or The Babadook have, but it's still a solid entry. I will say the ending is great, even though I think it could have had a bit more oomph to it, maybe change some things here or there. The dialogue can be a bit ham-fisted at times. There's way too much whispering, which I get as a plot point, but come on. The obvious is stated just a bit too much at times as well, but ultimately it leads up to a fantastically dark ending that just adds more lore to Moloch and the overall theme of an old Dutch legend, while sticking close to the film's focus on family bonds. Some cinematography in this is also ridiculously good. Some wonderful lighting play that just looks great. Great posing, great scene dressing, just fun. The bizarre children's play scene was definitely some good use of exposition as well. And that elevator scene was a ton of fun too, although I have some issues with that. I'll get into that later. There are some other issues here or there, like one girl in the hospital not making much sense or being scary just to be scary. It's weird. They set her up to be something big and only give her the one elevator scene and then never bring her up again. It's very weird. It's like the film forgot about her. Quite literally, she's just left in the elevator as the characters continue on with the movie and never return. I don't understand that choice at all. It's very, very weird to me. But other stuff works really well, like a slow devolve into derangement that grows larger than just the house. That's pretty cool. I kinda wish we had more of that and maybe an explanation for it, but I think a lot of it is left up to interpretation. That's not bad, and that ending is pretty self-explanatory, but it can be frustrating. I don't know. I think this film had some interesting ideas, a good story that could have been a bit more ambiguous, and frankly, probably could have used more gore, like Satan's Slaves did. It's definitely very, very light on the gore and violence in general, and that just kind of leaves it feeling like a diet horror. Kind of. It's not bad, but it can definitely use some more, is what I'm trying to get at. I still think it's worth a watch, and director Nico van den Brink, I hope I pronounced that right, clearly knows what he's doing, but I just don't think there's anything too special here aside from the ending and climax sequence and visuals. Still, give it a watch if that interests you or if you can't handle a lot of gore or violence. Moloch gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around for another one of these. I think people sleep on Dutch horror sometimes. I haven't seen a lot of it, to be fair, but from what I've seen, it can be wonderfully sadistic. But this one has a great ending, and again, a couple of scenes where there's really, really good visuals, but I feel like it just falls flat, ultimately. This is very much a set it and forget it type of thing, just because there's not a lot here that's memorable. We have the ending sequence and we have that one elevator scene, which, yeah, is really cool and it looks amazing, but there's not much else. I feel like maybe we could have expanded on that a little bit. It would have made the movie better. Maybe if it was a little longer too, that would have done something. This is only just over an hour and a half, and it feels short. It doesn't feel like they cut off the ending at all, but it feels like they could have expanded on it more. So I don't really know what happened here. Maybe they cut some stuff out in post. I'm not sure. It definitely could have used another look over, I think, though. There's a lot here that really could have benefited from some more time. But hey, that's how movie making goes. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes you could have added more, sometimes you could have subtracted more. It's a win-lose situation. You'll never know. But anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like this film more than I did? Do you think it has potential? Maybe a sequel set up? I doubt it, but we'll see. Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss a video, and that's it. Have a great day, and if you're not, have a better one. See ya.
I'm just a ghost in your stereo, the fading memory of a shipwreck in the undertow. You're just a lost soul alone, and I'm just a ghost in your stereo.